All right, once again, love is in the air here in our studio kitchen. We were doing our rose petals.
Yes.
Woo.
And game is on.
Now it's game on. So we've kind of transitioned into, of course, the big game. You got to have all the great snacks.
Yeah, you do.
But you can still have a little nutrition.
Absolutely.
And we're starting with, this is one of my favorites, and I love it because it's very, you can just kind of dump
Pretty
a
easy.
lot of it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's Texas caviar, if you haven't heard of it. It's kind of like a salsa, kind of like a bean salsa. So it's got corn, black beans, pinto beans, but then the dressing is a little bit different. So you're gonna boil some vinegar, some oil, some cayenne pepper, some garlic, a little bit of lime juice for about 10 minutes, let it cool, and then you're gonna mix it in. And my husband's like, this is like barbecue and garlic. How can you go wrong? So that's what makes it the Texas caviar. Okay. So very nutritious, delicious, high in fiber, protein, potassium, magnesium, vitamin C with the red pepper, cilantro, very, very satisfying.
Oh, it looks like it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love it, and I can't wait to try that dressing.
Yes.
And then we've got some great ideas for our bar.
Yeah. So this is a a sweet potato tortilla shell that is imperfectly perfect, right? Yeah. You just buy the 6-inch rounds, tear them up, put them in muffin tins or mini muffin tins, sprinkle a little olive oil, bake them for 8 minutes, 375, and then I've got some guacamole in there. And so about 3 is a serving size so that you're not just mindlessly eating and eating the whole bowl.
Wait, what?
Who does
mindlessly.
That? Who does that?
Especially during the big game.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still eating.
Exactly.
And it's halftime.
And they're really satisfying. Again, the sweet potato is going to give you lots of fiber, vitamin A, so very satisfying and nutritious.
Oh, I love that. All right, and then we've got our potato bar over here. That's fun.
So I've got the spud bar is the winner because when you dress a sweet potato or a baked potato with its skin on, not so much the butter, the sour cream, the cheese, but all these lovely things, green onions, red onions, again, your Texas caviar. I've got some balsamic beet crisps, black olives. I've got some vegetarian chili on there. I tried to make them like mini footballs. You can get real creative if you want. Some dill. So there's lots of ways to have a potluck, make a potato bar, and have people bring their favorite toppings, salsa, guacamole. You could put anything on a potato.
Oh my goodness.
But really high in potassium, really, again, nutritious and delicious, and a good size so that you feel satisfied. Not those huge potatoes as big as your head, but not the tiny ones where you're like looking for more food.
Okay, and wait, what is this? Beet crisps?
Beet crisp, balsamic beet crisp. They're dried and they're crispy. Yep, they're delicious.
That sounds amazing.
It is. It's kind of like instead of bacon bits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay, and over here?
Over there is, again, brighten and lighten, right? So if you're gonna do nachos, maybe add some vegetables, add some green peppers, some onions, some tomatoes. Really vegetable heavy, lighter on the cheese is gonna, again, add that flavor and robustness with some good nutrition.
Oh my gosh. So look at all these wonderful ideas.
Yes.
I love that even our dip is healthy.
Right.
Which this one kind of reminded me of like the Greek yogurt that you'll use in place of.
Absolutely.
Adding that cottage cheese, which we know is so good for us.
Yeah, it's good in protein. Again, it's going to give you that satiation, whereas other things have more oils and they're not so satisfying, and yet we're just loading up on the calories.
And ideas like this, of course, you know we're going to have our other Super Bowl standards.
Absolutely.
But offering different things that can give some nutritional value.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. Brighten and lighten. There's always room for dark chocolate covered chocolate almonds. There's always room for treats. You're not cutting out your favorite things, but it's just adding and making sure that you're meeting your nutrient needs.
And I like even your little chocolates. She has them perfectly portioned in her little cupcake holders.
Yes,
so you can take one of those to go and you have 2 little treats in there.
Exactly.
Which is perfect. It gives us that hint of yumminess.
It does. It does. Perfect amount for heart health.
Wonderful ideas, wonderful recipes, and we're going to share those recipes on our website coming up later today at WJHL.com. For more information and videos, check out her website. Lots of great tips and advice. EatRightRx.com. Monique, great to have you on the show.
Great to be here.
You scored a touchdown. All kinds of great ideas. Love is in the air.
Let me do the dance.
Yes. We're back with more of Daytime right after this.